Hi everyone, it's Nicole. Thanks for stopping by today. Today I am creating a traveler's notebook layout, and this project is going to be the kickoff for the challenge week 1 over on the Clique Facebook group. This is Clique International. We have a group over on Facebook that does monthly challenges, mood boards, gives you a chance to win sometimes some gift cards, a lot of great interaction with crafters in the community and a lot of inspiration. So I highly recommend that you pop on over and join us. So today I'm kicking off Stamp-tember's week 1 challenge. Week 1 challenge is to create background using your stamping and to layer stamps. The left side of this page is going to be a lot of that, and the right side is going to be a little bit of it too. But today I'm using the Flora and Fauna kit that is available in Clique Kits. It has like a background stamp set with some lines and dots, a butterfly layering stamp set, a set of butterfly dies, and some floral dies. So what I'm going to do here is use the butterfly layering stamps on the left page, and I'm going to create, I'm going to cover the whole left-hand side of this with turquoise and light pink. These are the pigment inks from Kaiser Crafts, Kaiser Art. I'll have to link it down below. I know this is in a 12 cube ink kit that Gia does have available in the Clique. Well, it used to be, it might be one of the ones that are sold out. But if it's available, I'll put it down below. So on the left side, I'm taking a light and a dark pink and a light and a dark teal and a gray, and layering these stamps to create a butterfly background. I'm really super speeding up this video today because I didn't want to take out everything. I wanted to leave in how I created the background, but there's kind of a lot going on, so that's why it's popping in and out a lot. But this stamp set is really versatile in the fact that it gives a lot of options for like the darker embellishments. So like for this one, I chose to use that cluster of 5 dots for the layer on the top part of the largest part of the butterfly wing, and then this series of the 2 dots I'm going to use on the bottom. You could even really leave it alone, and it still looks as fabulous. I like how the wings themselves are separate. You can stamp them individually. If you even wanted to do 2 different colors, you could do that. But I'm going to go through, layer up several of these. This is the smaller size butterfly in that stamp set. And then I'm going to pull out, there is a smaller butterfly, and I'm going to just pick one of the darker colors and stamp it down as I go. This is a new traveler's notebook, so you'll see me, like, especially with this small butterfly, I am struggling just a smidge. I'm actually starting on the very first page, which I really never do with a book, but why not? But because of the way that the spine was in the middle, or the fold was, and where I had the stamp on my stamp block, I really should have thought about that a little bit better before I stamped it down. That way it would have had that solid impression. I do have a foam pad underneath it, which helps a lot. So I highly suggest, if you have like a foam cutting mat or a piercing mat, maybe try putting that underneath your pages to get that more solid stamping. So I finished up with those smaller butterflies, and there was a single dot in the stamp set too, and I just randomly added clusters of 3 in the gray throughout the background, just to try to kind of fill in those empty spaces a little bit. So once that was done, I pulled out my pictures. It's a series of 3 photographs of my husband and youngest son, and Snapchat filters. So Snapchat filters are really, we've never really been a Snapchat family until COVID. So Snapchat filters are the thing, and my son was just cracking up over them, so this was just a couple of pictures of that moment with them. So on the right hand side of the page, I didn't want to do a lot more stamping again, but I just wanted to do something that would accent it. So I made 2 3x4 cards. One of them that you can already see on that page is just using that line stamp. That's from the background stamp set that's in that kit. Those 3 lines are one stamp itself. So I used my black ink and just did down one side and across the bottom just to add something. And then I took the other one and used the same colored inks that I did on the left side and did some repeat stamping to create a background paper on a 3x4 card for the right side. My intent is to find something to go, just like to find like an embellishment or cardstock image to put there as like a focal point for that right page. When I added those two 3x4 cards, I noticed that the black stripes probably should have been gray. It would have matched the left-hand side of my spread a little bit better. So because I didn't go back and undo any of that, I took that small dot that I used on the left-hand side and re-stamped a couple of those gray dots black. And it worked fine enough for me. It helped tie the two sides together. So I'm going ahead and adhere those down. That round circle, it does say explore, even though my layout doesn't really have much of anything to explore outside. I thought that it still worked well, and honestly I picked it mainly because of the color. The color was a perfect match. And I was rummaging through this bin that you can see on the left there. This is all random bits of ephemera that I have left over from packs that I've just collected over the years, and whatever I don't use at the end of a collection kit when I de-kit my items, they all end up in here. So I went through, picked out some things that were color matching, found that gold glitter striped, what used to be in stacks or a Polaroid frame. It was just part of it, so I found that worked great, like the gold, so I thought I'd bring in some more gold. The binder clip there on the top, it added a nice touch. I was really trying to find a banner. Didn't find one, but I thought that that worked great too. So off camera, I pulled the flower die set, the 3-piece flower die. There's 2 flowers and 1 leaf, and it's in that kit as well. And I just die cut some random shapes from white paper just to use as the embellishing on this page. I wanted a couple of the colored bits, but I thought that these white florals would make for nice clusters of elements to add more depth and texture to it, but it really wouldn't add any more color, and it wouldn't take away from the stamping and the layered stamping that was already done. So I added my pictures now to my left hand side, layered some of them up on some tags. I'm going back through, adding in a today banner. I will also add in the little tabs for the dates. There's a couple feathers that I found. And then I'll use on that left hand side there, I will use some more of those die cut white embellishments and do a little cluster right there by that pink floral. So once those all get glued down, I do have another cluster over on the right hand side. It's kind of at that corner or the intersection where that patterned 3x4 and the white 3x4 card meet. I'm going to use that bottom white 3x4 to add my journaling for these photos. It does take up all of it, but I thought that there was still just like something just not, there was something missing still from the right. I think it's because I'm an over embellisher, and of course I have to add more stamped butterflies. So if more stamped butterflies appeases my over embellishing, that's what I add. So I'm going to go in and re-stamp some more of the butterflies, add the tiniest ones on there. I believe I just add 2. It adds just that little bit more, and then I'm going to take the time to write my journaling, and like I said, I do fill in that whole box there. Lastly, I add in some Heidi Shine. Like I said in a lot of videos, I usually either add the Heidi Swapped Gold Color Shine or the Dana Wakley. It's like a glossy white mist. It's from her newer line. I really need to get the name of that. But like with everything else, I'll link it down below. And I know it's in the shop over at the Clique. So I just add a couple little splatters in 3 different areas on the page, and really that finishes it up. I love how this turned out. I love that it's flat. Perfect for a traveler's notebook spread. I invite all of you over to the Clique. Please join us for this week's challenge and the month-long Stamp-tember challenge. There's going to be a new challenge every week. And we also have a mood board challenge going on right now for the month of September. So thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you over in the group. Have a good day.